in 2 days, it'll be 21 years since my dad passed away. And I actually remember this time of my life in the 6th grade. I was getting ready for an end of school type of dance. I remember specifically asking my dad not to take me because, like, embarrassing. And I also remember the morning I found out that he had passed away on May 23rd, 2004. I had just got done staying the night at a friend's house. I was actually still there when my mom picked me up with a relative, and I was really curious, like, you know, why are you here, so-and-so, like my relative, because I knew why my mom is there. My mom always picks me up at like 6:30 a.m. these times because she was a secretary for the state, and she always had to get there really early for work. And I just didn't know why my relative was there. And so part of me was very curious, but I think I intuitively knew something was wrong because this was absurd that they were there on not a major holiday. Are you here for my birthday? Because my birthday was in 2 days, and if that was the case, that would make total sense, I guess. And then she was like, no, just go ahead and go to sleep. We have like 30 minutes until we're at my house. And I was like, okay. And I was like, are you here for my sister's graduation from high school? Because that was like in like 4 or 5 days. And she was like, no, just go back to sleep. And like, well, you're going to be home soon. And I was like, I'm not tired. So I just had to sit quietly for like 30 minutes, like wondering like what the hell is going on, because I have no idea why they're being so weird. And when we got to my house, my mom sat me on the couch and on her lap and said something bad happened. And the first thing I thought of was like, Grandma died. And they said, no. And I immediately looked around and realized that the person who had just got back from work, this person was a truck driver, so sometimes being gone for weeks at a time was like totally normal. And then being home for a few amount of days was totally normal before you go back to work for weeks again. And I remember saying like, Dad died, because he was not there when he was supposed to be there because he just got back from work. And my mom was like, yes. And I went straight into my room and like just grabbed the carpet rug, just screaming into the rug because I was just heartbroken and gut-wrenched that like this person that I loved so much, who also caused a lot of harm, which we will get into, but that I loved so much was no longer here physically. I finally, was able to ask like for more questions, and they said that he had a blowout in one of his motorcycle tires.